Hello, hello, everybody. Ugh. Whew. Let's see. So I'll give it a couple minutes to see if anyone jump in. Hello, hello. Oh, hold on, got an echo. I know what that one's from. Hey, Donnell. Hey, Teresa. Can you guys see and hear me good? Just give me a thumbs up or say yes. Hey, Paula. I'm believing everyone should be able to hear me. Hey, Beverly. If there was an echo, I think I just got rid of it. Everything's a go. Happy Tuesday, everybody. It is your girl, Stephanie, aka Sassy Steph, of Memoirs of a Longarm Quilter. And I am coming to you today for another edition of Longarm Tuesday. Now, I know I said for the past couple of weeks that this baby will be done and over with off of my frame. However, your girl got a little bit under the weather, sick, and my nurse was on vacation, so I couldn't get hydrated until this past Sunday. Not, that I have to make an excuse or anything, but I just didn't have the energy to stand up here and finish this baby. So we're gonna finish it tonight. It's only this much. The giraffe part is done. Everything except between his legs down at the bottom. I still don't know what I'm going to do there. I think I'm just going to keep it simple, do a couple of echo lines, and keep on moving. But yes, hey, Angel. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I don't have anything to say other than I use the quilted pineapple rulers, and I'm using my thread color is Omni 3081. I did do some basting, and what you will see that on some of my corners, because with foundation paper piecing, it is easy, very easy to stretch your material, your fabric. So you will see some waviness on the sides and stuff like that. And how I'm going to relieve that, now I could steam it, which I'm not because I want this baby done. Two, what I'm going to do is end up releasing the basting stitch and see if I can, manipulate it that way. If I don't like what I see, then I will go ahead and take those stitches out and do it with a little bit of steam. But it's not bad puckering. I've seen a lot worse, and this is my own quilt. Okay. I would definitely take all the necessary precautions first when I'm doing a customer's quilt or a client's quilt. Hey, Nancy. Hey, Mary. Nice. Welcome to Memoirs of a Longarm Quilter. I am your girl, Stephanie, aka Sassy Steph. Nice to meet you. So let's go ahead and get popping, okay? We're going to go ahead and change to the camera view. Now remember, my camera kept falling last time I was on this thing, okay? Now I have a different setup. I went back to an older setup, so I'm hoping this view is just as good as the other one, okay? But let me know. I'm going to move my comments over here. Mary says, I'm interested in that giraffe quilt because I have the pattern and fabric waiting for her to be inspired. Well, honey, I hope I'm inspiring you. Let's get that baby done. Okay, now I have to be careful with this camera cord and all of that. Now I did do let's see, I'm gonna take you guys on a journey with me. What I'm about to test out right now is to see how far I can go forward. Can I do the feathers right here? No, I cannot. So what I'm going to do, because I want to be able to do this feather right here, without stopping. As you can see right here, this is as far as my machine will let me go. So I won't be able to finish up in here. So what I'm going to do is advance my quilt forward so I can make sure that I have all the space that I need to finish that in one fell swoop. So just give me a moment. I'm taking off my Harbor Freight magnets. And remember, those suckers will clamp your hands if you are not careful, okay? Now, technically, I do not need to keep my ruler plate on here, but I am, because who knows, I might need to use the ruler. But I'm done with all of the ruler part, but I'm just going to keep it on just because. Okay, my sew head is as far as it will go. So I'm going to make sure that I'm giving myself plenty of room. Yes. Now see, my feather spine is way back here, and I can technically go this far on my frame. I have my quilt nice and taut. So let's go ahead and start with these feathers. Now, have my feathers gotten any better? I'm not going to say that they have. But you know what? I'm going to say they are, it is what it is. But I am getting more confident in doing them. I'm not as afraid to do them as I was when I did my very first one. Again, you guys know my motto. I might have to talk to myself a little bit to tell myself to slow down. I'm going to tie off. I'm just going to move these up out of my way to slow down. Now, I don't know if you can see, I have a spine right here for one feather, and I have another spine right next to it. I don't know what the heck I was thinking. I didn't think I was going to be that close, but you know what? We're going to rock it. We're just going to make some smaller feathers right here. See, I'm already made that too big, but that's okay. That one passed the line. Am I going to rip it out? Nope, I'm not. Just going to keep it going. Slow down. Breathe. You just gotta keep going. I don't think there's no perfect way to do a feather, and there's no one who's perfect at doing them. So I can't beat myself up if my stuff don't look like someone else's. You gotta realize that this is my first time putting feathers on a quilt. So I'm very pleased with how they're coming out. I don't want to jinx myself, but I think this is my favorite feather thus far. and it takes concentration, and it's going to be okay. Now the idea is to make sure that all your feathers are the same width, but see, I'm talking, and I haven't mastered that yet. So I'm just mastering, just putting these things up on this cloth, period. Okay. Now we're coming to the top. I'm hoping this camera is, because it's not mounted to the top, I'm hoping it's not doing a lot of shaking. If it is, let me know, and we can try something else. But I don't want nobody to get shaking baby syndrome or vertigo. Ooh, hallelujah. Okay. Looking great. Looks so good. Nancy, hi, Beverly. Wow, I'm seeing J motion in that feather. Well, that's good. I think that's good. Guys, I am like super nervous all of a sudden because this is my favorite feather so far. I don't know. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to echo back down this side and then go and do the top portion of this feather. I think I'm just going to go ahead and get all my feathers out of the way, and then I can go ahead with my swirls and we'll be on it or gone it, because this is the part that stresses me out the most. Okay, let me shift. Need to shift again. Shift again. Okay, I'm down at that end. And what I'm going to do is, because I need to cross over, I need to use my straight ruler to get to this other side. And this is what I'm just doing right now, is stitching in the, trying to get in that ditch. Okay, I'm over. Yeah. Y'all, the girl is nervous. Just take it. She's saying, take your time. You're doing great. Is that what she's saying? Just take your time. You're doing great. Thank you, Beverly. She said, it looks great. You're doing an awesome job. Fantabulous. Thank you, guys. Just take my time. Thank you. I need that. I needed that. Okay, so I know that I need to come up and over. Over. Okay. The advanced slide over. Now this side is proving to be a little bit tougher than I anticipated, but that's okay, because you got to learn how to do feathers and okay, stop. I'm still liking it. I'm really liking it. Man, like that one though. That's okay. Keep on going. Okay, to step and slide. Whoop. You got a little chunky on the butt, but that's okay. I think in this one, I want a little bit longer. Ooh, I screwed that one up, but that's okay. We're gonna keep it moving. I should have went up a little bit higher. But that's okay. It's okay. It's gonna be all right. It's going to be all right. Okay, I'm gonna go down and echo, and then I'm gonna come to the chat. Okay, slide over. I just realized I have a death grip on my handlebars, which you're not supposed to have. I'm like, I'm holding on for dear life. I lose this too much tension in my arms. Yes, there you go. Loosen up, girl. I was like, why am I holding on to these handlebars so tight? Okay. Woohoo! We did it, y'all. We did one whole. It was a big feather. It was a big old feather. Now I don't know what I'm gonna do with this little space over here for feathers, but I just don't know yet. I just want to come on down to the echo right here. Now it could be a one-sided feather until I get to this point right here and just have some echoing right there. That's what I don't know. Like if I do some echoing right here, keep echoing, and then start my feathers here. Like echo, 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 get to a point where I can start this feather off right here. I'm not sure, or I just make some tiny, tiny feathers. Hey, Crystal, she's coming in. She's saying, hey, Steph, oh my gosh, I love it, especially the echo. Ooh, honey, child, thank you. She's saying hi to Paula. Hi, everyone. It looks amazing, Steph. Hey, Jill, honey. Everyone, don't forget to give Steph a thumbs up. Thank you so much. And you did it. Maybe some swirls in that area. Just a suggestion, says Crystal. And that's what you're talking about this, because it's going to be swirls all through here. And I could put some swirls right here until I get to, I don't know. Can you see my hand right here? No, you can't see my hand. Let me break through it so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Okay. See how I have a spine right here. So what I could do is start my feather on this side up here, and then go into my feathers and continue the spine, and then right here just do some swirls. That'll work. That'll work. And then I'll just echo from up under. I'll echo right up in here until I get to this first feather that I'm about to put in. And then echo right in here and do a little swirls, some swirls right in here. But what I'm going to do first is the outside so I can get my confidence up to do that part over there, because it's not up right now. It is definitely not up right now. So what I'm doing right now is I'm about to start my feather down here. I'm going to move back close to the edge, and then I'm going to tie off. And I'm just going to make my little feather right there. And then start there. And then I'm going to stop. Let me get a drink, a sweet drink of my juice here. Maybe some swirls. Say Stephanie, hey Judy, it looks great. So yes, guys, yes. So though I'm nervous about doing all of this, I'm okay with it. I'm in a happy place. I can say I conquered my fear of feathers because it has taken me a plethora of years to even get to this point. I will put it on paper. I didn't like it. Therefore, I felt I never was confident enough to do it. But I'm just at a point now where I am tired of being afraid to attempt things. Especially with quilting. If you want to make it fun, you're gonna have to face some challenges, even if the challenges are, ugh, I don't like that. See, I went across that line again, but that's okay. We're gonna have to face some challenges, especially if you want to get good at it. Like this pucker right here. I'm not worried about that. I'm gonna smooth that right on out because the swirl's gonna pack that down. You can't be afraid. A lot of people have told me that, you know, and I didn't want to believe it. Because guess what? They already knew how to do it. I'm not liking this feather. And I'm going to tell you what my problem is right now. And probably why I'm not liking it is because I just got some resistance. Let me tell you why I got resistance. Because I did not adjust my frame, this quilt, so I can do this feather. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust it now. Is it going to hurt anything? No, it's not. Now, my needle is down. I need to move this very, very slowly. You move it slowly to prevent yourself from tearing your fabric. Come on, baby. Thank you. I know I said slowly, but I didn't want you to go that slow. Okay. And so what I'm doing now is just adjusting it, adjusting my tension to the way that I like it. Now I can continue. It was giving me kickback when I was back here. I'm like, dang, what is going on? And then I realized, especially when I couldn't get this feather, it had to have that curve on the end. There we go. But back to what I was saying, you can't be afraid all the time. And as far as long as I was, I don't want anyone to be afraid like that. I mean, I was afraid, paralyzed, afraid. And though I would take classes and all this kind of stuff, I would take the classes, but then I would never put into practice what I learned because I was afraid that it didn't look like my sister Teresa's. It didn't look like my friend Sarah or my sister Sarah. It didn't look like, you know, Angela Walters. It didn't look like Natalia. Well, you know what? It's not supposed to. Your stitching is unique to you as your signature. You shouldn't want your stuff to look like somebody else's. And I'm preaching to the choir. I have to tell myself this every single day. You shouldn't want your stuff to look like somebody else's. You should want it to look like you. Now, I did this small one on purpose because what I want to do is to wrap this feather around it like that. I wanted to make it look like it has some movement. I still got to practice that. That's okay. That was a good place to practice it. And I know that many of you probably told me the same thing before. You know, don't be afraid, just do it. Now see, it was bunched up right here. Once I've removed that, this portion right here, this is, you got to remember, this is going to be in the binding. So I'm not worried about this little poofiness right here. Okay, what we're going to do now is go back down and echo. Angela says to get the best way to get around a quilt is to echo. Now with echoing, I'm not gonna lie, you need to, figure out how, your distance away. So you can try your best to keep it as consistent as possible. And I think I probably would do better if I had an open foot, because like right now, I cannot see behind this foot to see how far it is away from my stitches right here. So I'm guesstimating. So some of them might be closer. Some of them might be a little bit further away. Let me stop right there. And I got a pull. I heard it. I don't know what happened right there. I heard it. I'm thinking I heard something, because my stitches started to look funny right here. So what I'm going to do, instead of, because I need to find out what happened. Maybe it's my imagination. I don't know, because I don't feel any. It doesn't feel any. I don't feel any resistance. What did I do with my scissors? Hey, Kat, how you doing? Hey, Day. Good. Thank you guys for coming. Hey, Susie. Hey, Donna. She said, this is looking stunning, girl. Thank you guys. Thank you so, so much for coming and joining me on tonight. Where'd my scissors go? Okay. Oh, they're right here. And what I want to do is snip this thread back here. Something happened. I don't know what it was. Did it get caught on something? I'm not feeling a knot in my thread, because sometimes you can feel a knot, but it's not pulling. Praise the Lord. Okay, I'm just gonna keep this out of the way here. So I'm back at that point in time. So what I'm going to do here, I think I'm going to start the feather back here. Back here. Yep, I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I pray that this work. Pray that this work. Your girl is not, she's not sure. I'm not sure. Okay. I'm like terrified to start, and I don't know why, but I am. Let's think. I'm gonna run the feather into here so I can come back. Because I want to make sure I have enough room to come back down and do my echo. Slow down. You're okay. There you go. And start making these feathers look like feathers. Okay. Now that was an ugly feather, but that's okay. That is okay. They're gonna get better. Ooh, that was a beautiful tracking. I like that one. Or I should say a bump back. Okay, I'm gonna stop here so I can slide down. Oh, guys, I'm liking this. I am liking it. As I should. You should be your own biggest cheerleader if nobody else is going to cheer you on, right? Okay, so now I'm not going to make it so big. So, because I need to taper it down. And just like that, we ran out of bobbin. Hey, I tell you. Just like that, we ran out of bobbin. But that's okay. Oh, but you don't want to do that, that's for sure. Pick up that needle and move it. What is our time looking like? Wow, we're only 39 minutes in. What? What? Okay. Now I am going to rip these stitches out right here because they started, when your bobbins start to spin out, and that was probably the warning that it had given me down there that, hey, you're about to run out of bobbin. You might want to stop. Let's move this back some out of my way so I can pick this. I just want to pick it back to the arch. And what I'm going to do is when I put my other bobbin in, hey baby. One underneath so I can make sure that I get all of this right here. There you go. I have all of that picked. Now, will I necessarily get in those holes? Probably won't. Probably not. I do have a bobbin that's already wound, so let's see how far we get on it. It was a remnant of a leftover one. I don't know about you guys. Bobbins, if you do not use up your whole bobbin on a project, you have thread left over. What do you do with your thread? I try to keep it on there just in case I, have another project I want to use that color. But then when you do that, you run out of bobbins. You have the potential of running out of bobbins. And I'm like, I'm getting to that point. I only have 4 free bobbins out of 20 something that I have, and I'm like, okay, now which ones are you going to pull? Generally once a year I do go through my bobbins, and if it's a color like a purple or some kind of blue, I generally pull those because the chances of matching those in the close in the future. This is how much dust up came out of there, out of my bobbin area. You want to make sure you get all that dust out of there because it can affect your stitches. Okay. But yeah, what do you do with your bobbins? Because I want to know, because now at the end of the year, I'll go through and I would unwind. So I at least have a good 10 to 15 free bobbins. But bobbins wear out. So you have to figure out what you're going to do with it. You know what I mean? So I'm going to come over to the chat. We'll be celebrating our 13th anniversary when he's home too, says Kat. Her husband said, hopefully the time will go by fast. I think the dogs already know something is going to happen. It's like they already have been sensing it. Okay. Oh, her husband, I take it, will be gone until the end of November. Oh my gosh. Loosen that grip and breathe, right? Sassy, generally, how many hours do you spend quilting a quilt on your long arm? That's a loaded question, Kat, because it depends. It honestly depends on how I'm feeling. And it also depends on the size of the quilt. There are days that I don't even, I forgot to oil it. Hold on. I take this back out because I need to oil it after every bobbin change. There are days that I do not quilt at all on my long arm. And I make sure now if I have plain quilts or if I have gill quilts, and like I said, it depends on the size of it. Usually a laptop or something smaller, and I'm running a computer on those. So I can be doing something else while I'm babysitting the long arm. So I'm not manually doing it. What you see on Tuesdays when I'm manually doing it is my own stuff. If I'm manually doing a gill quilt, I'm doing a meander, something simple. So usually I just use the computer and let the computer do the work for me. I am doing this myself. So for myself, so I can take all the time that I need, and I try not to rush it. I was rushing this one in hopes that I would have had it off the frame 2 weeks ago. Now, technically this is on zippers, so I should have been able to take it off and then do another project and then bring it, put this one back on here on my leaders without a problem. But I didn't do that because right now I'm only working with one set. My other set tore. So I'm in a process of changing out my leaders. I already had my zippers. So I'm in the process of changing them out. Okay, let's go back and we're going to start this baby right where we left off. We're going to try to get it back in these stitches right here. Let's pick up. I do keep my finger very close to the presser foot because like you see, it just moved a little bit, and my goal is to keep it right where I put it. So I want to okay, and it fell right what I wanted to, and I'm just going to tie off right here. My finger is still close. It's just bouncing off of my fingernail. I'm not getting hurt. And then I am going to go ahead and hold it. See, I didn't get back in that hole, but that's okay. Now, are those threads going to get tangled up? No, you can pull them out pretty easily. So I'm just going to bounce my way back down. I think my machine was thirsty too because she's moving a lot. I'm sorry, Tafari. He's moving a lot better. Though I oiled him earlier, he probably didn't get enough because I hadn't been on him since prior to today. I hadn't been on him for a little bit because, like I said, I wasn't feeling well. Panic earlier because I didn't have I wasn't finished with this, and like I said, if you were with me yesterday, I had already planned on having this done. I tried to work earlier on it, but my daughter had practice, my husband had to work, so all those things led me to not being able to do what I wanted to do. But right here, right in this section, I'm just gonna let's go do some swirls because I'm really kind of tired of doing feathers right now. So what I'm gonna do is just bounce back until I can get a swirl in. Just make a small one. Slow down. And let's just do some swirls. Now these are not my concentric swirls. These are just swirls that you're just gonna love on swirls, you know? Hey. Have to breathe. Hey, Quilt Queen 22. Your feathers look amazing, Stephanie. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are just really, thank you. You just don't know what you're doing to my heart right now. I use them until I run out. Angel was talking about the bobbins. And on my sewing machine, I use my bobbins until I run out. But on the long arm ones, I don't know. And maybe it's the price of these little suckers because they're not the same as a machine. They're a little bit bigger. But now where are they? My sewing machine, though that there's not the same class, my sewing machine, I have a Bernina 570, and they have the jumbo bobbins. This is my long arm bobbin, and this is my sewing machine bobbin. See all that thread on there? just for comparison. It's just as wide as my long arm, but a lot more thread goes onto this one though. You would think more will go on this one because this hole is skinnier, but I don't know. And see, like even right now with my sewing machine bobbin, I'm not gonna need this. Well, probably for Christmas, so I'll keep that one on there. I always have a black one going. This blue, I don't even know, y'all. I can tell at the end of the year that one might be going away too. So I don't know. I just don't know. Okay, let's go back. When I make that hook, I'm just trying to, you know, use up some space. Probably should have had that one going the other way, but that's okay. I feel like I'm getting pulled on something and I don't know what it is. And if you feel like you're getting stuck in a corner, just echo your way out. Just echo your way out. Come on, cord. Come with me. Yep, and just keep on going. Then you have like points in time where you have to just, you know, slip a little longer. Echo in there and then just come on out and keep on going. And I want to get back down to over here, and I'm just going to echo until I can get to a point where I can just throw a swirl in. So I don't want to have to come back down this way. Okay, and go like this. And just bring those swirls out, you know. That was kind of a big one, but but that's okay. Then right now, I'm just gonna drop a smaller one right here just to fill in that space, and then come out and then drop another one right here, fill in this space. Now I could go like this and then just, bring it back out like that. Drop a smaller one right here. I should have just echoed, but that's okay. I just wanted to get into a little, out of a little corner here. And then just throw me an echo right here. I mean a swirl right here. And then come back around and and just keep on swirling your way. I don't know what happened, what I did right there, but I don't want to do that again. I think I was getting too excited. But that's okay. And we're almost done with this corner. I am super excited about this, guys. Y'all just don't know. Okay, now before I get myself locked up in the corner, I'm just going to echo, 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 and then make a swirl. And then what I'm going to do is bring a hook in there and then swirl and then come out. Not happy with that part right there, but it's okay. And the gist of it all, I am good with it. Praise the Lord saints. Guys, yikes. Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate it. Oh my word. Hey Ellen, she said, hey Stephanie, I'm loving your feathers and swirls. They're beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. This is looking so good. Thank you, Judy. Everyone is saying hey to Ellen. Doing well, Ellen. How are you? They're saying. So, guys, I am tuckered out just doing them, doing those two feathers. Oh my gosh, and those swirls. I'm come bring you back up here. Y'all, it has been an awesome time doing this, and I am feeling much more confident than I was going into it, which is really good because that's what you want, right? I only have some swirls to do on this back part right here, so I'm going to bring the quilt back this way, and I have some swirling to do here and down in here, down through this part, and I only have one more feather to put right here, and it's done. Then it'll be done. So I'm so amazed. Now, do I have any regrets on what I've done so far on this quilt? Probably not. I wish I could have gotten this top thread to match just a little bit better and probably use a green on the back, but that's neither here nor there. This quilt is going on the wall. It's not going to be like, it's not a bed quilt or anything like that. So I'm not worried about that. I wish I had the confidence to do it a lot earlier, a lot sooner. I really did. But I'm here now. And I'm bringing you guys with me. And I hope you are enjoying the process. And guys, that is it for tonight. Donnell said she used her old thread for hand stitching. I don't do hand stitching, girl. Let's see. Yeah. Thank you, Beverly. She said you did an awesome job. Yes. So everything is, it is what it is on tonight, guys. I am so happy that I've gotten thus far. I am going to call it an evening. I pray that each and every one of you have an amazing evening. As always, if you have any kind of prayer requests or anything like that, email me. My email address should be in the description box below. Just hit your girl up and I'll add you to my prayer list. And until you guys see me, you definitely be seeing me on Thursday on Donna's channel because we're still working on Little Hooter. And also, she's also starting to take me to the magic on this coming Friday and Saturday. So I will be doing that. And I'm doing a little patriotic take me to the magic. I was going to say, you know who, but I don't want to get no flag. So I'm working on those two projects as well. And yeah, so that's all I have for you guys on tonight. Yes, Katie, that is my Stronger Together. That's the quilt that I did, and I also did the cross stitch. Okay, and everybody just talking to everyone. You are awesome on your machine. Thank you, Ellen. I'm trying to me and Tafari, I gotta love him because he's showing me the love, and he is doing an amazing job. We're syncing more because I'm using him a lot more. So guys, that's it. Have an amazing rest of your week, and I will see you guys really, really soon. God bless. Bye.